Welcome back. Today on Dialed In DIY, we're going to make something important to help protect your valuables from humidity. There are lots of things that can be damaged by humidity, and you want to protect that. Some things like photos, photo albums, electronics, tools, keepsakes, project supplies, boxes and storage, and much more can be damaged if they get moist. Take my tool for example here. I had a Dremel tool that was kept in a box in a storage container and it was not protected from humidity, and all the parts rusted to the point where the motor won't even work. Sadly, this could have easily been prevented by something that I do all the time now. You know those little silica gel packs that come in just about everything these days? Well, I've been using them in my toolboxes and a lot of other places where I have components that I want to keep dry, but I don't have enough, so make your own. It's really easy to do and I'm going to show you how. The same stuff that's in those little gel packs can be bought in a store. You can find it at craft stores. It's used for drying flowers and things like that. These silica gel crystals are great at absorbing moisture from the air and then trapping it in place. That's why it works as a great desiccant that's used in things like medications and high-value items. This method for making your own doesn't require a whole lot, just a couple of prescription bottles and a coffee filter or a paper towel and you're ready to go. The first thing you're going to do is take the top off of one of these prescription bottles. This particular prescription bottle has a little plastic inset in there that we need to remove first. You do want to hold on to that cap because we're going to have to put it back when we're done so that we have a way to keep that cap in place. But the first thing that we need to do is make some holes in the top of this cap so that the moisture has a way to get into the bottle. I have a scrap piece of wood here that already has a hole in it, which is perfect. I'm going to position the cap right over the top and then use a hole punch or some kind of a nail and just start making holes all the way around the top of this cap. That will allow enough airflow to get the moisture inside. It doesn't have to be neat or even, just enough. Now you're going to grab that coffee filter or paper towel because what we need to do next is make a way to ensure that these crystals stay inside the bottle if it happens to tip over. So we're going to cut a small circle about the shape of the cap. While both of these materials can actually keep the crystals from coming out of the bottle, the perfect thing is it still allows the moisture to get into the bottle, and that is the goal. Once you have it trimmed down, you're going to check the fit, and if it needs to be cut down a little bit more, trim it to size, and then just set it right back inside that cap. Now that we see everything fits, we're actually going to have to put some holes in this little plastic piece, otherwise the moisture can't get in. Now, just put everything back together, your cap's complete, and believe it or not, you're actually almost done. It's time to open up your silica gel crystals and start to fill up the little bottle here. It actually doesn't take a whole lot. I usually use about a teaspoon or two, and that's it. I close it back up and put it away. An extra benefit of these crystals that were made for craft purposes is that they have actual indicator crystals inside. That's what you see here that's blue, and as long as there's still room to absorb more moisture, they'll be blue. Once they're fully saturated, they change color to more of a pinkish color. What's great is if you're using a container this size with this much crystals in it and you're putting it in a box with a closed lid, it'll take a long time before it's fully saturated. Hey, let's take a look at a second type of a prescription bottle. This one doesn't have that little plastic inset, so getting the cap ready is really a much quicker process. For this bottle, all you need to do is repeat steps 2 through 4. The inset picture shows you another way that I've prepared a cap using a drill. It makes more surface area for the moisture to diffuse into the inside of the bottle. Another great benefit of silica gel crystals as a desiccant is its economical nature. Actually, once it's fully saturated, you can revert it back to its original state by baking it in the oven on an oven-safe tray for about 2 or more hours at 250 degrees. You can also reset those recycled packs that you got out of commercial products by setting them in the direct sunlight for about a day. They'll be ready to go again as well. future videos, I'm going to show you some other ways that I've made some desk end packets like this with this product, but I've even found a way to make a packet like the commercial version that I like even better. Thank you for watching. Please press like and then subscribe. There will be more dialed in DIY to come.